Okay, it's episode for Barcelona finally. We need a 32nd Copa del Rey. Congratulations to Barcelona. We're going to have extensive discussion about this game. And in Yema Bebria ACC. Honestly, a lot of controversial incidents in the ACC game anymore. We are going to analyze and see whether the referee took the right decision, whether some of the decisions were poor, whether referee now in favor of Barcelona or Madrid. One of those things I did not like. Yebe pon game onwa wo Antonio Rodiga. Just the buefu and as a otubibi ko pitch no so and a referee ni be show the card. Yenya Antonio Rodiga no uncle bu referee. And what kind of indisciplined life is this? What kind of hey? Me embarrassed by the attitude of this guy. No, because Adia Uja for ye penance, but with ye, it is too much. See, no. Why? Should be told. The question me woman say. So referee the game no failure in Cabon and extra time. So referee no the ball no failure. And Barcelona for the baby the game that can extra time. Referee no. Which means say pressure one so into or ye BB a favor Madrid for now moment so we and some nana more can enter because that was so obvious. Bonana Odino 50-50 boss na he or the Madrid a bad game said they wanted to be physical on the Barcelona players and a lot of them he let them go. Rudiger so deal just say intentionally he was just Ochucha omu bakubi or said that na beti pim Daniel Olmo. What you say? Deliberate. What did they mean to you say? They were physical. A referee the bogos. What you say? Pressure na afano. Pressure no na afano. In the first half, in the MSCC will give you. Na me nya basani. But no me da. How? Edi ACC na UCC Barcelona sana. Obi akoye no complaints and to person who favor no anasa saying. It game the bet 10 year 2-1 against Barcelona. No. Ade na eba me tirim say, "Hey, it is a Madrid the win here." In common no one when ya yen ko discuss game in common ko akoye referee. Sane man mempe kra. Said discussion ko akoye referee. Into I was like, bo idiot. Answer for Ferran Torres equalize. We are going to analyze a lot of things. But I'm just giving you a picture of and Yemane is Antonio Rudiger, some creating a maker, the maker. What I say? Because Bakua say na on any van when you be one say. Corner kick na Barcelona boy ya. Danny Ceballos or say watch Kubasi. And Kubasi was just or be connected more than the show. No watch children on the not to that was a clear penalty. Go for 9 feet. Come on. And you're fair. And then why me one papa. Meaning say controversial incidents is be what is the bit yes? That's let me give you and analyze that me find no crowd fan shares your crane through because clearly Sibayos of our own or children say that a clear penalty. But say one of those things are now me here Barcelona for no more complain if any Valverde Diana or that for man in Sakobo born. I want to be fair. That one me and Kamenji penalty sad incidents in Kwadi because as an Insano was in the resting auto form and clearly auto form so the Insana a in a resting motion. You understand? So me Kamenji. But the other one was a penalty. Let me give you one instance. Pon game. 2 penalty calls be Kodima Barcelona. 2. They didn't kind. Antonio Rudiger Diana, the 9 cup or so the 9 whether it was intentional or not. I think said the 9 both Ferran Torres. And that should have been a penalty. That should have in fact, VAR should have intervened for Barcelona to get a penalty. Maybe last penalty ni the me who the any the referee no problem. But Rudiger there no penalty. Into two, if Barcelona forms an almost prepare 4 penalties, if I'm right. I'm saying I'm up 4 wounds. Therefore, 2 DNA penalty me. So. OCC Barcelona for the sa. And a bono, man, bokwa. I'm going to give you. Let's do a proper analysis about the game. Hey, Asamu. Metivision switch town for Ninia Messi, anyone, and from a rag game, and we prekwana. Okay, so let's get going. Of course, William said this is your usual back to back. Latest sports updates here. One come on. I'm first stories in the brain. No, Ember, totum, panam. Okay, so anyway, game, you know. My last update, and me catch us say, okay, say you na my stories I catch us Barcelona for the 18 buses na eba after training no na 18 area of the buses in the training area no bedru ya guys and supporters ni nyina bedru na nya some kids one hold the brutal omo bae che say obia wanna stance send na me catch us say Barcelona for be your omo Real Madrid for your mode into omo bae no ankasa in fact enyom ne ade there was quite obvious Madrid for fans no more Vinicius Junior terms of Ballon d'Or now win to no and these things it is allowed but ade ba ko a generating tokwa power was that you go here and say video we are pop up na Barcelona supporters omo shekeli and Mbappe JC the same time that this video sounds so popping up our Madrid for supporters and we say almost so shalami yama Jesse and me no who de kwesi a omkwesi ya ntokwa ama awia no refi police for Madrid supporters mienu and Barcelona supporters miensa ntokwa gidi we trouble we supporters adena sa na be the police for my dwuma pop but to the bia Charlie controlling this number of people they are easy ntokwa pa mo kon pa and these things we could show video na YouTube in better but gonna give you pictures but Charlie na easy inti omo kasoki time no air bending na fi omo headed towards stadium and no yes sir and they have some game because obia headed towards stadium there but so much one na omo drew ntam no much one we twebia and na they say ntokwa ne semhunu eba park no so when they were here jeering towards the stadium now support police for the DJ kakra go we mon come na some game embra but you see and then ewiano and Madrid players no almost so no me injured ni bi by Barcelona for so dear by for instance Mihu Lewandowski, Alejandro Baldi, Macasado and I'm sound so Mark Bernard 4 players ewiano team ne ba be move no and your days mini bus be ebesi o mo a almost called team camp sa time no na Lamine Yamal ne papa e around Alami Yama papa krasa chofo ko bisa no so one dey and don't be shaman for go according to Lami Yamal papa and I see me so heading towards the stadium and you know we said 2 teams Bible supporters and young some kids were heading towards the stadium but one of those interesting things we saw was the fact to say Gerard Martin on say on wakasa no ne papa ne busuafo ne nyina call Sevi was some quack ne grandpa no crady and answer me bobo say akwara no atete no antina he was suspecting say one day akwara no crab bobo e man ne ni kosua ehu ansa na say be we fi yasa we fi it was just an interesting thing because we have kokra you know na omodi ni padom ni mu a mo ba den a ba behwe agane nana na enya ono nko an Gerard Martin ebusuafo ba yo akwara ketekete say when you are all Bob Barcelona against Madrid, just say that when in the Alejandro Baldi never bought the ball, and I could any opportunity of a bobo intino, they wish I found and so a buy. It was okay, but that is very interesting. Very interesting. Ain't it? Supporters local stadium, they will say place and Eba, and then interestingly, Madrid for Eba no. Players no money na suit, black suit, kama. Omo ba ya na Omura park no so set normally oba no wako park no so wako nante so answer wako inside akwa sesa ho aba ye warm up into Madrid 4 by no and now moko park no so much suit kama Barcelona 4 by no they were just wearing white t-shirts just a normal t-shirt and a Barcelona 4 and so at the buyer na utimu seja the DJ of the house Lami Yamal ono sukutane speakers and Jansen 20 while Madrid for this suits about no Barcelona for wore a normal t-shirt and over the bar almost Ben park and so they went back and after warm up come. I mean that was very interesting and then that pressure no I will refuse this before the game just a camera sound do a D room which na the pressure who refuse and one said nobody is a munu park no so sir you know and the referee he was just trying as much as possible to be nice to Madrid and China on the first half if you do remember so share what your man first half run only Lucas Vasquez stress reps Konimu but let's have a conversation and I mean who line up interesting me pa first half de no kwase be wo say I'm sure and first half no class and ke pamo a wan hwanka Madrid supporters no we mu 100% a hwanka 99.9 ebeka se pamo Carlo Ancelotti because it was that bad and I was expecting the team to play 4-4-2 interestingly set up no na more of a 4-5-1 with Vinicius Junior as the lone center forward. I mean, they were just beating well. Or just in the first half, you know, Barcelona had 63% of ball possession. Madrid 34%. In the first half, Madrid had more shot on target. Barcelona had 4 shots on target. In fact, total shot for Barcelona, they had 9 shots. They had 5 corner kicks. Madrid had 1. In fact, first half there was total dominance. Lineup, no. Barcelona 4 years. The only one na me who say na say debates kakra wa me kana me into debates na so was Fermin Lopez started and I said Dani Olmo started and it was quite obvious that Dani Olmo on level was sort be reach Fermin Lopez into on the best start game no. So Barcelona went to their normal 4-2-3-1 or what you want to say 4-3-3 depending on how you look at things. You know, Jus Conde, Gerard Martinez, the fullbacks, and Inigo Martinez, Pau Kubasi as the 2 center halves, Frankie de Jong, Pedri. What's a player? I'll talk about that guy later on. Dani Olmo as number 10, Rafinha, Lamine Yamal, Fran Torres. Madrid de Diano. And now in San Sebastián, we never say. 4 hours before the game, there was a rumor say Hansi Flick na or Jane say Gerard Martinez be adwe who to combo Ronaldo or na so Hector Fonte or well before the game they asked Hansi Flick say I then when Kukudro e ma kwada no ebobo ni bi then Hansi goes like oh at the end of the day any problem decision na akwara no no we training very well na feel say SSO my boy no opportunity mo no so bobo ni bi san say we training very well asembie no nti boy no performance na wanda ne di na no so e ma na chance am no so abebobo ni bi nti that was Hansi Flick speaking and na chance o gidie enso e wo boy ni so okay that is very fine anyway nti line up on a buyer, it will say Gerard Martin starts as a left back. And I was okay, no problem. Lucas Vasquez has the right back, Asensio Antonio, Rodriguez, the 2 center half, and the boy Chouameni, Fede Valverde, Dani Ceballos, Rodrigo Goes, and the Jude Bellingham in the first half was more deep. You know, Vinicius Junior up front. Timono Jiguye, Barcelona ball no, in the first half. They were just on said Madrid for no Niema Jigu and Niema Jigu. Back for instance, just Madrid in their counter attack of Vinicius Junior or Dirmi Kek or Lamine Yamal or Sprinty Yabe Jiboni definish easily because team and fact the system no one could do how to get the ball to the final third was very difficult for the Madrid team in the first half. Instead do maybe not Jude Bellingham crack or Carlo Ancelotti who know you complain say but say yanya dey ankasa because they may be anywhere ever clearly na emphasis because Salah na mo bono as a Jane say yen defending as a how do we stop the defense Barcelona attack and then we win so more a chain bibia what I say no I don't know we win so more chain bibia very unfortunate And that was the style. Not omobo. Until the second half, but we thought we would do that. Charlie, Pedri, no. I don't know how many times we have to talk about him. Aqua no ball. Man, he's playing very well. And wabbo palame yamal bobo pad a room maybe not a brab, and that's understandable. The ball air form. Hafinya say, and there Hafinya I'm born now as a saw bono crab. But Pedri control the game very well. Watch the goal. And before we talk about the goal, Pau Kubasi. So stop a pass, no. Our body baby Pedri, he initiated by going long, so long pass out the call her. On one side sprint, say, yeah, Beji Bonnie Filami Yama or Kel Master. What a goal! Pedri, every single time exhibit to say, Charlie, he's idiot, number 8 in idiot. Was cemented, say, Obiani we say Pedri in Bobo, but this year or the board and so called different level, different level. And this Obi Bobo say we a hater, you just cannot hit him because we exceptional. Madrid needed to change things in the first half because Sanko this bar because the only thing that Madrid for hope in the first half that kept Madrid in the game was the referee. Senior referee say bunu odi anka first half necessary we Madrid be 4-0. Referee no say he was just or the ball na man for no so mo na mo I just didn't me cry na maintenance. But in the second half Carlo Ancelotti took a bold decision. Very very bold decision. And yet he needed to make his second substitutions because at that time no now your starting game lanche be 8 minutes will be the follow Mendy the prance and so a buy ama franga shabai, but the second substitution was Kylian Mbappe also no pra or ankle injury still down and then not otogus or break a crack internet was said or yes substitution not or money back body be not obey Rodrigo go from Charlie Rodrigo. Madrid first. I think that we need to have a conversation about him, isn't it? We need to have a conversation about him. Rodrigo go as the boy, well, anyway. It's because we have analysis now, more updates. We say Madrid players on point. You will Fusam, Lucas Vasquez, Jude Bellingham, Rudiger. Amomienza and Refino and the red card. Now me Madrid players now say. And I born no more enjoy game. Don't you know my here body biana. Refino crown I say some crown almost out turn him because come on. Oh, David. This is unacceptable. Charlie, I did Madrid for I behavior my done Yebe porno, I do my me extremely disappointed in them. Referee crowd, what kind of in this credit? Anyway, Madrid had to do some few changes in the second half. After the second half, Madrid started say and one of those substitutions are not clearly Carlo Ancelotti wanted to attack Barcelona was Luka Modric. And then Adagule Ebemu on the 55th minute. 55th minute where you Lucas Vasquez a frame. Now where he started Ceballos a frame. Not say Freddy Valverde go and stay at the right back. Clearly, it was an intention to attack Barcelona. And of course, not paid way because I know that Madrid first started to say attack here. They started creating chances. And I love that. In the second half, Mbappe banner by will be making huge impact in the game. And you know what? Say on one winning free kick, and a ball, and the free kick was good. It was such a beautiful free kick, honestly. So we boss our free kick and shout him say, "Akwano abonyobio otashe free kick, on crown she free kick." What I say, but when we say war no, a big no one meme craning him so we bobo on the war no. What I say, but he was just intelligent, and the ball no. Ja a fadi adangle ko ball put a ball the share. I mean, it was such a good goal, such a good goal. What I say, and then again, Aurelien Tchouameni scored. I say, in the one of them say Madrid for not omuba game anymore, not omuba game anymore because my attacking substitution. After Iniema Ekoyi at the more say game no bia omuba game no kakra and kakra and kakra and kakra. You see, the Barcelona equalizer, me sure say, well, me I did not expect to say BC. Honestly, me sure say even the technical bench of the Barcelona team, no one too sure say go be better because Tamalami Yamal far ball, no. Frank Garcia should have closed him down. He did not. It's a far ball now. Control your door to the left. Run the Ferran Torres started all sprint because there was a space behind Antonio Rudiger, and the pass was good. Rudiger anticipated, but the biggest mistake was the goalkeeper Thibaut Courtois. Although he's the main man, but we party in try or from so because he should not have come out at that time. But I think say or miscalculate or buy no only option. It's Ferran Torres one ball on fan in China. Only option yeah, what's it to a red card? It's necessary Ujai ma Ferran Torres come ball. You understand? That almost into na Barcelona bench or no more just elated because honestly that's that time no. Na Madrid 4% manage game now give no movie until some mistake na a kobaye Rudiger 1 but kese pa no Thibaut Courtois. Yes, some mistake na Barcelona for a bad game anymore. The extra time I think say energies drop it down. That's obvious. That's so obvious. But it's not a braba. But I dear man here say look Modric pass now no Brahim Diaz no. And then I look Modric I understand it because I mean on the pass passing ball no crowd amount. Minim de na ba ujafu nim onu minim so no nim so bi because we team so can say na minim so bi gira mechi because this is a competitive football. I'm sure you referee no. Into all time a ball na ba beto no ball no crab and he as all 10 in one to we cage a ball my ball na beto no say you choose Kunde saw that opportunity. I don't go far ball no see a ball no so I'm a ball share. That was a good goal from Juice Kunde. That was a good goal. Very, very good goal. I mean, it's quite obvious. Zanaba Madrid for I'm sorry, but it is what it is. It is what it is. They say Barcelona for no under Hansi Flick. What's your time will be share will be a show. And I'm gonna 4-0. And maybe so 5-2. The last one a boy before this. Anyway, so I 3-2. You know, 3 wins out of 3. Man, this is simply not good. I understand. And you're good at all. Not good at all. But it's already day. You're a game, you know. They come by and say, 4 time Ankasano. Ball possession in by Barcelona 59. And Real Madrid 41. Barcelona about 22 shots, 9 of them, and an A on target. Meanwhile, Barcelona about 15, Madrid about 15, 7 of them and A on target. But what I say, corner kicks, Barcelona 8, Madrid 7. Barcelona 9 can ball Makuma 34 times. Our Madrid for penalty box and Madrid and 9 can ball just 23 times. Our Barcelona for penalty box. Offsides, I know some people are very much interested in it. Madrid offside Makuma 7. Barcelona just had 2 offsides. I mean, it is what it is. But we say, the man of the match, you know, Eddie Ferran Torres. What I say, trophy, no so. Somebody has shared Barcelona for him. Come on. Very interesting conversation. Anyway, I mean, it is so far, Barcelona stands for baggy another trophy. On say Super Copa no, waje. On the Copa del Rey, I can't leak any Champions League. To be very honest, Barcelona are playing very well. Very, very well. What I say. Anyway, ain't you know? We just a short one, but we say interviews now start to air so. But trust us, what we're going to do is that the interviews and bro each what I say, Nyami Aduma, your next video may gather all the interviews in some more canning in anafi, maybe and also so at the abro. You understand? But for now, it is what it is. Congratulations to Barcelona for winning. You deserved it.